I'm Jane King at the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, and with me today, Jeremy Roberts, the CEO of REFG. So welcome, Jeremy.
Well, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Tell me about REFG. What do you do?
So we are a financial transaction provider. We do cashless transactions in a couple of highly regulated spaces.
Okay, and why is this needed? We've got some of these out here, Venmo and others. How are you different?
There are certain markets that the federal government has a very strict regulation for, and because they're so niche, a lot of markets have kind of stayed away from them because regulatory compliance is such a nightmare. And so when everyone else kind of said we're going to stay away, we decided we're going to charge in.
Okay, so you saw like an opening there. And
yes.
So tell me about the regulatory compliance. Like, what all does that involve?
Well, right now, the federal government really likes it when people obey their laws. So when they pass laws or they have administrative rules, they like when people comply. So in our industry specifically, there are very strict guidelines about making disclosures, about disclosing things to the IRS. And so we actually do that compliance when a lot of other businesses are going to look at it and they just say, this is a nightmare, we're walking away.
All right, so you put the hard work into it and you think that'll pay off.
Absolutely.
At some point. So, and you also track sales and taxes for the companies that are part of your system.
It's two of the biggest problems they have right now is that the transparency of their sales, so actually showing from when somebody comes to their establishment and a purchase is made all the way through when they're actually paying taxes to the state. That ability to actually track those purchases hasn't existed up until we've come into the marketplace, and we can actually show the provenance of funds in that market.
What about the security of the system?
So we have the highest level of security for merchant processing that's currently available. So we have all of the certification that you need to do, and so our system is built on a system that is about 60 million transactions a month, and so we're kind of experts at that security.
Now, you're also working in Washington to just increase awareness about this new technology and making sure lawmakers are up to date and make it as easy for you to do business.
Yeah, so one of the most important things is obviously we want the federal government to keep passing Rohrabacher FAR, which is one of the most important parts of the budget. Okay. But the other part of it too also is that working with the Department of Treasury, with the IRS, the Department of Justice to make sure that they see that people actually can and will and are willing to comply with the regulations they put forth.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.
To kind of navigate this new industry, so it's wonderful to hear about it.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're going to be participating on the Wall Street2Crypto as an analyst,
yes,
as a regular guest. So tell me about that, and especially the emphasis on cryptocurrencies and blockchain's role in that, and where do you see that going?
Thanks for having me here. Yeah, I started off, I have an undergraduate in computer engineering degree and then MBA studies, and basically I went to work for the CIA and Logicon at Building 20 headquarters at Langley for 4.5 years, doing technology for the agency. And then I was picked up by Microsoft back in the early 80s.
Wow.
Because they wanted some advanced technology.
That was like pre-IPO, right?
Yes. That's right, back in those days. So I was actually the 53rd system engineer at Microsoft. So I used to sit around in our first meetings with Bill and others with cookies and discuss a lot of the fundamental technology that's used today out of the marketplace. But yeah, and so from there I retired after about 8 years of Microsoft and got into private equity investing and jumped forward several years and was retired again, and then blockchain came along.
Okay.
And I hadn't seen anything like it in many, many years.
REFG, which will be accepting cryptocurrency.
Yes.
So tell me about your role there.
Phenomenal company. Basically in the forefront of some really key pieces in really implementing and using and solving pain points with digital currency. And so they basically have the ability to load a card with cryptocurrency. And so that opens up to an enormous market. $196 billion market cap is Bitcoin, and Ethereum is $106 million market cap. So they're in one industry solving key pain points for their customers, reducing the physical cash transfer over the counter for product, and bringing in the cryptocurrency piece. So they're opening up to an entire new market, larger market. And we're seeing that across the industry. I'm in the travel industry. I'm involved with a company that's taking out 50% of the cost in the $7.6 trillion travel industry. So REFG is really a leader in this area. They're a leader in compliance. They're a leader in, and they're using cryptocurrency to really solve pain points for their customers.
So this potential industry could be just absolutely huge.
Yes, yes.
I'm Jane King at the NASDAQ market site. Have a great day.